Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Wilmington High School on this Sunday night version of High School Sports on TV3. It's quarterfinal boys action coming from Wilmington High School. It's Lynn Classical taking on Manchester, and of course Manchester has a little taste of North Shore community, especially TV3 listening area. Franny Ark from Swampscott, the coach for Manchester. David Meskar wins the tap for Manchester. This is Chad Harrington outside with the basketball. And that was Sam Harrington going in. So it's Chad and Sam Harrington in the backcourt. This is Marcos Echeverria for Classical. He's in there along with Eric Lane, Nick Lampros, Joffrey Boyd, and Simon Fialo. And Joffrey Boyd gets called for traveling. We expect to see Calvin Johnson coming off the bench for Lynn Classical. He's had some problems with his practice ethics and not starting this basketball game, but we're sure we're going to see him on the floor before this game is over. This is David O'Leary, 32. Joffrey Boyd gets the assignment of covering David Meskar. A lob pass inside. David's been a story the last two tournament games as Echeverria steals the basketball to Eric Lane. Eric Lane can't hit the shot, tipped off Joffrey Boyd, out of bounds. It'll be Manchester basketball. The referees, and a little taste of Jack Squires gets the call. A couple of Bertini's finest, Jack Squires and Ben Keenan. Two excellent officials, by the way. Jack, longtime referee, former ex-athlete at Swampscott High School, good athlete at Swampscott High School in all three sports. Played on a lot of those championship teams for Stan Bondalevich. Meskar still looking for his first shot. Try to force it up there a little bit. Eric Lane has it stripped away from him. Marcos Echeverria trying to hit Lampros. Picked off by Chad Harrington. 2-0 to score. Sam Harrington's basket, so far the only score. The outside shot by Harrington is good for three. That's Chad Harrington. So Chad has three, Sam has two, and it's the Harringtons 5, Lynn Classical nothing to start the ball game. Echeverria being hounded by Sam Harrington. Looking to drop it inside to Lampros. The foul is going to be against Jeff Smith.
Manchester foul number 22, Smith, his first, team's first.
First on Smith, first in the team, first in the game for that matter. This is Joffrey Boyd with a jump shot from the corner. It's good, and Classical gets on the board. This is a Division III quarterfinal tournament game. O'Leary from outside gets knocked down on the shot, and we'll see whether they call it a two-shot or a three-shot foul.
Classical foul on number 23, Lane, his first, team's first.
First foul on Eric Lane. And was he outside the stripe or inside the stripe?
Leary at the line, shooting two.
They said he was inside the line. So David O'Leary will have two foul shots. Misses the first. Misses both. Lampros clears the rebound. Lampros looking to go to the basket, going to get called for steps. So Butterflies early, score 5-2, Manchester on top. And it'll be Chad Harrington bring the ball up. The jump shot from the foul line is up and good by Jeff Smith. So they're paying a lot of attention to Meskar inside, and that's loosening up the other two forwards. They try to double down on Meskar. And we'll see if they stay with that or switch up. Fialo with blocked by Meskar. Lampros with follow, no good. Meskar with the rebound. David Mescar doing it on defense, and we're sure we'll see him do it on offense. He's done it the last 2 games, getting 80 in the 2 tournament games. He goes to the basket and lays it in. Nice cut, nice pass. Mescar gets his first basket, and it's 9-2 Manchester. Mescar had a career-high 43 against Tingsboro in the opening tournament game for Manchester. He came back with 37 against Trinity Catholic. Eric Lane can't hit the shot. Wide open. A great pass from Echeverria. And Manchester gets the loose basketball, and Calvin Johnson's going to come into the basketball game. Harrington, O'Leary. Throws it up, hangs there, drops through for him. The off-balance Lena, and 11-2. Classical trailing Manchester here in the early going. Mescar almost with the steal. Impressive numbers for David Mescar in tournament time. He's averaging 40 points, 7 blocks, 19 rebounds, 5 assists, and he's just under 80% from the free throw line. For the season, he averaged 26 and 13 rebounds in the Cape Ann League, where Manchester was 14 and 8. Actually, they were 12 and 8 in the league. They've won 2. Lampros gets hit, and we get a foul against Manchester. Either Mescar or Smith.
Manchester foul number 32, O'Leary, his first.
First foul on O'Leary.
Lampros, the line shooting 2.
Nick Lampros should be at the free throw line. Calvin Johnson's now in there, along with Sherwin Richardson. Lampros hits nothing but net with the first one. So Nick Lampros, the newest 1,000-point scorer for Classical. He's the 9th in school history. Makes the first free throw and gets on the scoring board. It's Echeverria, Lampros, Richardson, Johnson, and Fialo as the second one is missed. Fialo with the rebound. Kicks it back out to Echeverria to Lampros. Drives the lane. Shot is up and good, and we get a foul. Lampros with a chance for a 3-point play.
Manchester foul number 12, Chad Harrington.
11-5, Classical. They trail by 6. Nick can get them back within 5. Takes his time, makes it, completes the 3-point play. So 11-6, Classical goes full court with Johnson and Echeverria. This is Mescar. Almost loses it from behind. Now it's picked off by Fialo, but after the pass off, Sherwin Richardson got a piece of Mescar. Second foul against Classical, first on Sherwin Richardson.
Team second.
Almost picked off by Echeverria, the inbounds pass. Harrington with it. This is O'Leary. Harrington from outside with the long outside shot, no good. Richardson tips it, gets control. Calvin Johnson brings it up. The foul is going to be against Sam Harrington.
Manchester foul number 14.
So 11-11. 11's a wild on the scoreboard. 11-11 left. Manchester's got 11 points. As they lead 11-6, this is Calvin Johnson, the designated 3-point shooter for Classical. This time he goes to the basket, throws it up, can't go. Lampros with a big rebound, blocked by Mescar. Fialo comes down with the loose basketball. Marcos Echeverria pulls it outside. O'Leary with the good overplay on defense, but got a foot on the basketball, and it'll give Classical the ball back. Calvin looking to go against Harrington. This is Lampros. He's going to foul on the floor. And the foul's going to be against David O'Leary.
Manchester foul number 32, O'Leary, his second, team's 5th.
15th foul. So they only have one more to waste before Classical will be at the free throw line shooting 1-on-1. Calvin with the three-point shot, no good. That's Chad Hamilton with the rebound. He brings it up. 10:30 left to play in the first half. Manchester by 5. Sam Harrington looking to go to the basket. Ball's loose on the floor. Lampros comes up with a loose basketball. And this will be Calvin Johnson bring it up. Looking to spread the floor to help Calvin go one-on-one. Echeverria, nice move, lays it up and in. Good little head and shoulder fake like he was going to pass the ball off. Took one step to the left, it was wide open. He went down the lane and laid it in, and Classical's back within 3. Mescal with the long fall-away shot, forced that one a little bit. Lampros with the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Harrington. Manchester coach Franny York wants a timeout to talk about it, and sure what he's going to try and do is find some way to get David Mescar into the offense. Maybe a little frustration coming from not getting the ball as much, and kind of forced that last shot a little bit. But as we told you, he had 43 and 37 his last 2. And of course, Calvin Johnson and Lampros both coming in. They're the big scorers for Classical, averaging over 20 apiece. Of course, Lampros going over 1,000 points. Right now, Lampros has got 4. Classical's 8, and a real low-scoring game with 9:41 left. Neither team really setting the house on fire here. A Division III North quarterfinal matchup. The winner will go on in the semis, and eventually down the road will probably have to face, if they continue to get and go to the North Finals, they would have to play Mission, who won the game just before this convincingly. And of course, Mission on a mission. Their school is closing this year, and they like to finish out as Division III champs. But both teams here on the floor will have something to say about that, as Johnson puts it in play to Marcos Echeverria. Calvin from the corner. Off the rim, no good. Lampros with the big rebound. Looking to go against O'Leary. The fall away, no good. Mescar with the rebound. Sherwin Richardson with the foul over the top. And that's Sherwin's second foul. Third foul against Classical.
Classical foul number 34, Richardson, his second, team's third.
This is Chad Harrington. And now Mescar moves outside. And they're going to double up Mescar any chance they get. O'Leary inside, has a shot blocked by Joffrey Boyd. Calvin Johnson. Echeverria throws it up, no good. Tipped by Mescar. Smith is going to get called for traveling. But Calvin altered his shot a little bit when he saw David Mescar back there, and we told you about his average of 7 blocks a game. Nick Lampros goes to the basket, trying to dump it into Boyd, knocked out of bounds by Manchester. 8:55 left to play in the first half, 11-8, Manchester on top. Both teams trying to get in the flow offensively. Lampros with the long pass outside gives it to Calvin Johnson. And out to the quarterback, Echeverria. Lampros gets loose. The shot no good. Mescal with the rebound. Lampros going to get called for going over the back. First foul on Nick Lampros. Fourth team foul. 5 team fouls on Manchester, so neither team shooting one-on-one yet. Classical playing a box and one on Mescar with a lot of help, and they're going to double up. Harrington can't hit the shot. Richardson tips it to Joffrey Boyd. Off the knee of Joffrey Boyd, out of bounds. So Sherwin Richardson covering Mescar one-on-one. The other 4 Classical players playing zone, but they're looking to double up Mescar anytime he touches the basketball. Nice pass inside to O'Leary. Can't hit the shot. The foul is going to be against Joffrey Boyd. So what Tommy Grasser and Classical is saying is if you're going to beat us, it's not going to be David Mescar. They're doubling or tripling him if they have to.
O'Leary, the line shooting 2.
Not letting him get in the flow of the offense, and it's worked so far. He's got 1 basket. The free throw is missed by David O'Leary. And he'll be shooting the second one. So O'Leary makes 1. And the score amounts to 12-8 in favor of Manchester. As Echeverria goes to the bench, it's Fialo, Boyd, Richardson, Lampros, and Johnson. A little bigger team on the floor with only really 1 guard. Joffrey Boyd, it wouldn't have been backcourt, but he tried to save it from being backcourt. Now the pass ahead to Lampros. Goes to the basket, can't hit the shot. Richardson throws it up, no good. Lampros with a big rebound, he can't hit it. Tipped up a couple of times. Manchester finally comes down with it. Smith rebound the basketball. Golden opportunity for Classical to get back within 2. Mescar for 3. A wild shot, Harrington throws it up, no good. Lampros with the rebound, kicks it out to Joffrey Boyd. Boyd ahead to Fialo. Got caught underneath. Smith saved it. Got it to O'Leary, who gave it to Chad Harrington. So a lot of action, no scoring, but and you see 3 white shirts around Mescar. O'Leary's going to get caught for traveling. Eric Lane is going to replace Sherwin Richardson. And the idea is to throw up a zone with a box, let the 1-man chase Mescar, and if he even looks like he's going to the basket, 1 or 2 other players shuffle off and come right up to him. Calvin Johnson with the fadeaway, no good. Boyd with the big rebound, can't hit the shot, but he got hit by Smith. And he'll go to the free throw line with 6:55 left to play in the first half. Manchester 12, Classical 8. Boyd's got a chance to get him closer. Lampros is going to go to the bench for a rest as Marcos Echeverria comes back. So it's Echeverria, Boyd, Johnson, Fialo, and Lane. We talked about the little bigger team that Classical put on the floor. This is a much smaller team that Classical puts on the floor. Of course, a much quicker team, too. Joffrey misses the first. Throws the second one. High off the glass, it goes through for him. It's 12-9, Manchester on top. And there's two immediately on David Mescar. And it should leave somebody wide open underneath. Mescar with the fall away. Off the rim, no good. Tipped around. O'Leary made the big save and come up with a loose basketball. David Mescar, O'Leary. O'Leary in the lane. Lost it, actually, got it back. Using a lot of time on this possession. We're down to under 6 minutes to play in the first half. O'Leary goes to the basket, can't hit it. We got a blocking foul against Eric Lane. And O'Leary will go to the free throw line. Classical looking for a charge.
Classical foul number 23, Lane, his second, team 6.
We talked about Lampros with his 1,000 points. I look across and I see Peter Mazareas, also a 1,000-point scorer for Classical, is in attendance. O'Leary, that's the 4th foul shot O'Leary's missed. And he misses another one. Calvin Johnson wanted to go to the basket, went too soon, didn't have the basketball. Calvin throws it up, no good. Lampros with the big rebound. Meskar made him alter the shot. And Harrington comes down with a loose ball. This is Chad Harrington bringing it up. Again, Meskar is way outside, and again, you're going to see 3 white shirts all around him. The shot from outside, in and out. Meskar with the big rebound. Gets swallowed up. The fadeaway by Meskar in there, hangs, falls through. (14-9) Manchester with 5:15 left to play in the first half. Manchester stayed straight man-to-man. Lampros swallowed up. Meskar is going to pick up the foul against Joffrey Boyd. They missed the double dribble. Classical got away with one. Lampros had already dribbled. Got caught, might have had a 5-second call, but he dribbled away, and I think
over the limit. Boyd, the line shooting 1-on-1.
Joffrey Boyd will be shooting 1-on-1. No, Joffrey makes the first. He'll get the bonus. 14-10, Manchester leading by 4. Joffrey can make it 3. Takes his time, makes them both, and it's a 14-11 lead for Manchester as Harrington brings it up. Meskar looking to go to the basket. Throws it up off the rim, no good. Fiala with the big rebound. Echeverria goes to the basket, throws it up. Meskar with the big rebound. Looked like he had an open lane. Marcos got in there and found Meskar there and had to throw the shot too high to get over Meskar, and off the rim, no good. Again, Meskar way outside with the basketball. O'Leary, this is Harrington from the corner. No good. Lampros with the rebound. A touchdown pass to Calvin Johnson. He lays it in. So the long pass from Lampros to Calvin Johnson cuts the lead to 1 as Lampros gets the assist. Johnson gets his first basket, and it's 14-13 Manchester with 4 minutes to play in the first half. Taken away by Echeverria to Calvin Johnson. He lays it in. And Classical takes their first lead of the basketball game, 15-14. They do it with the defense. The defensive rebounding of Lampros with the touchdown to Calvin Johnson, and Calvin and Echeverria combining with the steal at half court. Johnson getting 4 straight points, and it's 15-14 with 3:55 left to play, and they haven't been able to get Meskar really into the offense. He's got 4 points, but he's forced a lot of shots, and he hasn't been able to really get in the flow of the offense. And he's their bread and butter man. So what's going to happen is somebody's going to have to step up with Meskar having the basketball out of half court with 3 white shirts around him. You've got 4 players going against 2, and Manchester should be generating better offense with that type of defense put up. But they're not doing it here in the first half. A low-scoring first half, 15-14 Classical. We played 12 minutes, and we've scored 29 points. So averaging only about a basket a minute, which is not real good scoring. Sam Harrington puts it in play to Chad Harrington. He'll walk it up. Again, we see 2 players all over Meskar even when he doesn't have the basketball. They put him inside now, trying to get the ball in the low post to him, and he's really being swallowed up by white shirts. Harrington off the glass and in. Chad Harrington. And the lead goes back to Manchester, 16-15. Calvin look to go 1-on-1. Stops Shoots. It's in. And Calvin Johnson has scored 6 straight points. You knew you weren't going to hold him down long. Averaging over 20. O'Leary can't hit the shot. Tipped around. Boyd with the big rebound. We got a foul against Smith. And that's going to put Joffrey Boyd at the free throw line, shooting 1-on-1. Both teams are over the limit. And it'll be free throws the rest of the half with 2:58 left. And problems now for Manchester as Jeff Smith has picked up his 3rd foul here in the first half. And Kevin Gagne is in replacing him. Joffrey Boyd, he'll be going to University of New Hampshire on a football scholarship at the free throw line. This is the shot. Mescar with the rebound. Chad Harrington walking up, and Manchester has a chance to get the lead back. Actually, I said Gagne. It's David Buckley who replaced Smith in the lineup. Smith steps back, throws it up, no good. Loose inside, Harrington takes it away and kicks it back out to Chad Harrington. So Sam to Chad. And Mescar is not able to see the basketball. They've white shirts all over him when he tries to post up. Big block by Joffrey Boyd all the way out to half court. Big block by Mescar at the other end. 2 great defensive plays. Joffrey Boyd went high in the air, knocked it all the way out to half court. Calvin Johnson looked like he had an uncontested layup. Mescar, a la Bill Russell, caught up from behind, slapped it away, and it went off a Classical player out of bounds, and Manchester brings it up. Great defensive action right there. Mescar for 3 is good. No, they call it 2. 18-17, Manchester gets the lead back. Joffrey Boyd lobs it inside to Lampros. Can't get the shot. Mescar is going to pick up the foul. Nice looking pass from Joffrey Boyd to Nick Lampros. And Lampros, the senior experience paying off there, although he was up against the senior, but nice head and shoulder fake. Got him off the floor and drew the contact. Nick misses the first. Usually an excellent free throw shooter. He's missed his last 2. Misses the second. So Manchester still clings to that 1-point lead, 18-17. Manchester now trying to spread the floor a little bit. Trying to give themselves some room as well as Mescar some room. The foul is going to be against Sherwin Richardson. That's going to be his 3rd. So I sent Mescar down around the baseline. He came out near the foul line, cutting through the paint. Sherwin Richardson got a piece of the ball, but also got a piece of Richardson. And Mescar at the free throw line shooting 1-on-1. This is the shot. Lampros with the big rebound. Neither team too proficient from the free throw line. Manchester's missed 6, Classical's missed 4. Big block by Sam Harrington. And the Classical fans are cheering, and the Manchester fans are saying it was a good block.
Johnson, the line, shooting 2.
But the official wins again. It's a foul, and Calvin Johnson will be at the free throw line shooting 2. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. 18-17, Manchester on top. They've led most of the way. Classical's had 1 or 2 leads as we've gone back and forth here 1 point. Calvin misses the first. So Calvin with 1 out of 2 ties it up at 18. So we're right back where we started from at jump ball time. So now we've, instead of having 32 minutes to play, we've got 16 and a half, as there's about 30 seconds left to play. 35 to be exact. Harrington finally does lose it to Calvin Johnson. Throws it off the glass, no good. Tipped up and in by Joffrey Boyd. Great athleticism by Joffrey Boyd as he reached back and got a hand on it and was able to tip it home. And Classical now leads 20-18. Manchester will be looking for the last shot. Mesca for 3, a long 3-point shot, no good. Fiala with the rebound. Echeverria to Calvin Johnson for 3. It's around the rim and in. Just before the buzzer, the shot would have been good from 3/4 court. It didn't go, but Calvin Johnson didn't start the game, but he comes off the bench and throws in 10 points, and Classical has a 23-18 lead as Manchester was stuck at 17 for a long time and was able to make 1 free throw at the end. So 23-18 at halftime. We'll be back with second half action. Welcome back to Wilmington High School for our second half action. Classical has the ball first. They lead. They had a big run at the end of the first half. They scored 6-1 against Manchester in the last couple of minutes and built up the 5-point lead, and Lampros misses the shot. Boyd. Lampros trying to knock it off. Manchester, the ball is loose, still loose. Boyd gets it, throws it up, hangs there, falls through for him. Good hustle on the floor by Nicky Lampros to keep it alive. Joffrey Boyd lays it in. One of the few times they didn't have 3 white shirts around Mescar, but Joffrey Boyd made the big play to get up and tip it away. This is O'Leary outside. Harrington almost lost it, got it back. Mesca with the turnaround jump shot off the rim, no good. Harrington with the rebound, fakes once, throws it high in the air, no good. Smith with the rebound, has it stripped away by Lampros. Echeverria chases it down the corner. Boyd, pass picked off. Lampros with a nice play, gets it back. Fialo for 3. It's good! That's one of the shots where you just start to throw up. The coach says, no, don't do it. And when it goes in, he says, nice shot, Simon. 28-18. Classical, they trailed 18-17 late in the half as the shot by O'Leary is missed. Lampros with the rebound. Calvin Johnson looking to push it up. A 6-1 run to end the first half. Fialo with the short jump shot. Bounces, falls through for him. So Fiala with 5 straight points. It's a 7-0 run. (30-28) as Classical opens up a double-digit lead. Inside to Mesca. The foul is going to be against Lampros. Inside again, they tripled up on Mesca inside. But Lampros got a piece of him.
Classical foul number 24, Lampros, his second.
Second foul on Nicky Lampros, first foul on either team here in the second half. The lob pass outside, Harrington comes up with it. Bounce pass to Smith, couldn't control it. It's loose, O'Leary comes up with it. Fialo's going to pick up the foul. So they lost it going to the basket, but they get the ball back on the foul. First on Simon. Harrington with the shot from the corner. Bounces there, won't go through. Mescal with a big rebound, throws it up, no good. Tipped around, Lampros comes down with a loose basketball. Joffrey Boyd ahead to Echeverria. Can't hit the shot. And what usually happens after you miss a little chippy, you reach in trying to get the ball back and you pick up a foul, and that's what Marcos did. So 3 quick fouls on Classical here in the second half. Manchester still looking to get on the board in the second half as they trail by 12, 30-18. Lob shot into Mescar. Foul inside is going to be against Joffrey Boyd. And again, they had Lampros, Boyd, and Fialo all over Mescar.
Classical foul on number 31, Boyd, his second, team's 4th.
Mescar will be back at the free throw line. Will be David Mescar. Only the second free throw made by Manchester. They missed 6. Classical made a few more, but they missed 5 as well. Mescar makes it 2 in a row, and the lead is cut to 10, 30-20. We got a whistle and a foul.
Manchester foul on number 22, Smith. That's his 4th personal.
Jeff Smith picks up his 4th. They had him in there with 3, and right away he picks up his 4th. So with 13 minutes still left to play, we're going to see David Buckley. Fiala with the basketball. Made a nice play to keep the ball alive. Lampros looking to go one-on-one. Calvin Echeverria gets loose. Nice pass to Lampros. He lays it in. Good job by Marcos Echeverria. Beat his man along the baseline, faked the shot, just dropped it down for Lampros, who had the chippy. And it's 32-20. The lead back up to 12. The outside shot off the front edge of the rim. The ball tipped around. Echeverria knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Manchester basketball. In the first half, Harrington had 5, Mescar had 6, O'Leary had 3 to lead Manchester. Calvin Johnson had a big 10 coming off the bench. Joffrey Boyd had a big first half with 7 and a couple of big blocks. Lampros with 4, Echeverria with 2. Buckley can't hit the shot. Tipped around, Harrington comes up with it. Goes to the basket, big block again by Joffrey Boyd. Calvin Johnson out front lays it in. A mammoth block by Joffrey Boyd. Not only did he block it, but he knocked it all the way out to half court. And again, that's the second time. The first time, Mescar caught up and blocked the shot. This time, Calvin was able to make the shot. Buckley can't hit the shot. Mescar keeps it alive. Lampros is hurt under the basket. Harrington going to get called for traveling. And Lampros is hurt. He's been in and out of the life. He missed a couple of games with an injury. And now he's gingerly walking over as Classical calls timeout. 34-20. Manchester still looking for their first basket as Classical has come out fired up. They've scored 11 to only 2 free throws by David Mescar. Simon Fiala leading the way with a big three-pointer. He's got 5 of the 11. And it's 34-20, and Classical has opened up a good-sized lead here. Outscoring Manchester 17-2 since about maybe 2 minutes left in the first half. It was 18-17 Manchester. And since that time, Manchester's only scored 2 points, that being the 2 free throws. They went ice cold at the end of the first half. David O'Leary has had the last point for Manchester. And now it's a 14-point advantage for Classical with 11:30 left to play in the ball game as Calvin Johnson goes one-on-one against Sam Harrington. Calvin Johnson loses it and picks up the foul. And Harrington, with a little show of his own, dribbles the ball back in Calvin's face, and I don't know if you want to do that. Maybe if you're up by 14, you might want to do that, but not if you're down 14. And Franny didn't like it either, I don't think, and he's going to talk to the young man and explain to him how you don't do those things. Lars Anderson replaces Harrington. And they're not going to get that pass inside to Mezgar. Buckley tried, but there were 3 white shirts around Mezgar. They get the ball back and threw it away, and Classical will have the basketball. So Manchester still having a lot of problems on offense. Nobody has really stepped up to take the pressure off David Mezgar as Calvin Johnson can't hit the jump shot. Richardson with the big rebound, the turnaround, no good. Lampros throws it up and in. A good job off the offensive glass. Richardson kept it alive. Lampros gets the basket, and it's 36-20. Mezgar for 3. Off the rim, no good. Fiala with the rebound. The kick out to Calvin. Johnson for 3. Nothing but net. And Manchester's going to have to take a timeout.
Manchester calls timeout.
22-2. Classical has outscored Manchester to break it open 39-20. Over the last 4 or 5 minutes, it was going back and forth, a point here, a point there. Each team taking turns, taking a 1-point lead. And then Classical went on that 6-1 run at the end of the half, making it 23-18 Classical at halftime. And Manchester has only got 2 foul shots from Mezgar here in the first almost 6 minutes, 5.5 minutes. While Classical has come out and scored 16. So to start the second half, a 16-2 run by the Rams. And back on the floor for the Rams, it'll be Fialo, Richardson, Lane, Lampros, and Johnson. The winner of this, I think, will have to play Mission. Tough bracket with Mission undefeated and Dom Savio also in Division 3, which Coach Jimmy Doherty and is over 500 wins. So a tough road to hoe to get to Boston Garden in Division 3. So the winner of this game, I believe, will play Mission, with the winner going on to UMass Boston, probably taking on Dom Savio in the other half of the North bracket. Mezgar gets swallowed up. The ball is knocked down. Blocked inside by Richardson. Mezgar again gets swallowed up. Takes the fall away, no good. Harrington with the big rebound. Lane knocks it away. And Manchester just having problems getting the ball in the hoop. O'Leary for 3. David O'Leary gets the first basket, and it took almost 6.5 minutes for them to get a basket, and the foul is going to be against Sam Harrington.
Manchester foul number 14, Sam Harrington, his third, team's second.
Second foul on Manchester, third foul on Chad Harrington, and this is Calvin Johnson. Manchester going zone now, 2-3. Calvin throws up a 3. It's good. 2 straight trifectas by Calvin Johnson, and it's a 19-point advantage again, 42-23. This is Smith. He has it knocked away by Johnson, picked up by Fialo. Johnson has it back. Johnson's pass is picked off by Smith. Mezgar in the lane, throws it up off the rim and in. Only the second basket by Manchester in 7 minutes. Fialo for 3. No good. Lampros, great position inside. A mismatch against the guard. He's in double figures with 10, and the lead is back up to 19, 44-25. Smith with the shot. Won't go. Lane gets a piece of it inside and knocks it out of bounds. Joffrey Boyd and Echeverria are going to come in as Manchester is going to take timeout. We've gone a long way. I mentioned Jack Squires from Swampscott. Of course, Jack used to do work with me here on TV3. He did a couple of the games we did at the Garden one year with Salem. Much to the chagrin of John Henry, who had to go on vacation when we made it to the Garden that first year. You know, John did that great game against Duxbury with me when Salem lost in overtime at the Garden in the Eastern Mass Final. And we always, when we have Jack here, we always say hello to the rest of the family. And this time we're going to do it in the correct order. Jack wanted me to do it in a different order, but I'm going to do it the way it should be done and say hi to Debbie first, and then say hi to Lindsay, John, and Ryan. Jack always wants me to make sure the kids come first, but I said no, Debbie. I said I was going to get you out there first. So we've taken care of the Squires family. The teams are back on the floor. 8:24 left in the basketball game. Mescar swallowed up by Joffrey Boyd, gets it inside to Harrington. Blocked. Eric Lane picks up the foul. And we talk about Eric Lane being a great story. You saw him he had to turn Sam Harrington around and shake his hand. Of course, Eric Lane has been deaf since birth, and he has to confer with everybody through sign language. But what a great story. He's been at Classical playing football and basketball. Sam Harrington makes the first. Just a very popular young man at Classical as well. He should be. He's a very nice kid. 2 free throws by Sam Harrington. And it's 44-27 Classical, and Manchester goes 1-2-2 half-court trap. Eric Lane gets swallowed up, gets it to Echeverria. Trying to get it to Lampros, couldn't do it. Manchester picked it off. And it'll be Chad Harrington bring the ball down. Mescar with the fall away. No good. Tipped, knocked out of bounds by O'Leary. And Classical will have the basketball with 7:52 left. And a 17-point advantage. Again, they go 1-2-2. Echeverria to Lampros. Nice pass underneath to Eric Lane. Couldn't hit the shot. Mescar with the rebound. Nick had the open jumper, but saw Eric Lane under the basket wide open. Cross court to O'Leary. Shot blocked by Echeverria, but he got a piece of O'Leary, and O'Leary will be at the free throw line. Classical fans don't like it.
One and one, John.
And they didn't call a shooting foul. He was in the air. I thought he was shooting.
Foul, number 15.
Unless they call it before the drive. It'll be 1-on-1 anyway, as Classical is over the limit.
7.
Second foul on Echeverria.
O'Leary, the line, shooting 1-on-1.
David O'Leary. Can't hit the first shot. Lampros with the big rebound. Tips it out. Fialo picks it up. O'Leary returns the favor. Echeverria just fouled him and sent him the line. Now O'Leary fouls Echeverria. Except Marcos will not go to the free throw line. It's only the third team foul on Manchester.
O'Leary, his third, team's third.
Calvin Johnson swallowed up. Echeverria gets it across to Lampros. Left-handed, no good. Mescar with the big rebound. Mescar leading the break. Harrington strong to the basket. He got hit. Give the foul to any one of 3 players. Boyd was there, Fiala was there, Lampros was there.
Classical foul on number 21, Fialo.
They give it to Simon Fialo. 7 minutes straight up to play in the basketball game as Classical calls timeout. with a 17-point lead, and Manchester has only scored 9 points, and that goes way back to probably 2 or 3 minutes left to play in the first half. They were leading 18-17, and they were outscored 6-1 over the last stretch of the first half, and they fell behind by 5, and then Classical come out with that big 11-2 run. The only 2 points being Mesgar's 2 free throws. Calvin Johnson threw in a couple of threes. Simon Fialo threw in a 3. Lampros had 6. Geoffrey Boyd threw in a basket. And right now it's 21-9 in the second half. It's actually 27-9 if you count that last stretch, as Harrington makes the free throw. So he makes them both. Looking for Fialo inside. He couldn't get it, but he tipped it away and chased it down and kept it alive. Echeverria looking to go to the basket. This is Calvin. Stops, shoots, in and out. Mesgar with the big rebound. Behind the back, loses the basketball, out of bounds. And pulling his hand, like I went to go behind his back, and they made contact with him. Inside to Fialo. Gets Mesgar off the floor and draws the foul. So Simon Fialo doing an excellent job for Classical here in the second half.
Manchester foul number 30, Mesgar, his third.
3 fouls on Mesgar.
Fialo, the line shooting 2.
Simon Fialo at the free throw line. This is the first. Simon makes 1 of 2, and it's 45-29. The Rams on top. Mesgar gets loose, throws it up and in. You let up the pressure at all, he's going to burn you. A great offensive player. Merrimack is looking at him. Salem State would love to have him. Boyd with a nice move. Can't make the shot, gets the rebound, lays it in. So again, Classical winning the battle off the offensive glass, getting a couple of chances. And it's 47-31, a 16-point lead. Calvin Johnson with the big steal. Out in front. Try to stuff it home and miss the shot. Boyd throws it up, no good. Fialo does a nice job of saving it out to Lampros. Block against Manchester, and Lampros will be at the free throw line. But Calvin Johnson, all by himself, all he had to do was drop the ball over the front edge. Went for the stuff and missed it. And Jeff Smith becomes the first casualty, fouling out of the basketball game with 5:20 left. He's replaced by Tom Salter. Richardson is in, Boyd is out. So it's Lampros, Richardson, Fialo, Echeverria, and Johnson on the floor for the Rams. Lampros breaks his streak of 3 straight misses as he makes the foul shot and extends the lead to 17. It's been as high as 19 as Classical has broken it open here. Lampros with 2.
boys
49-33. Nice pass to Sherwin Richardson. He lays it in. Good look by Calvin Johnson. 51-33. Again, three people all around Meskar. O'Leary gets loose, can't hit the shot. Meskar can't tap it in. Meskar with the rebound. The foul is going to be against Sherwin Richardson.
Classical foul on number 34, Richardson, his fourth personal. Meskar still has one shot.
David makes the first. O'Leary to Harrington. Johnson. Lampros with the big rebound. Nice defensive play. Touchdown pass to Echeverria. He lays it in. Good look by Nick Lampros. And the lead is back up to 18, 53-35. So it looked like Manchester would get an easy layup. Instead, it wound up with Echeverria with the chippy. And now Manchester throws it away. And a basket by Classical would give them their biggest lead of the game, 20. This is Fialo. Gets it up over half court to Lampros, who was trying to catch it one hand, look under the basket at the same time, and he lost the basketball out of bounds. Lars Anderson is going to replace O'Leary, and David Buckley is going to replace Chad Harrington. This is Meskar. Looking to go to the basket, a little too strong off the rim. Harrington has it stripped away by Lampros. Try to tap it ahead to Johnson, who tried to save it, couldn't do it. Joffrey Boyd will replace Richardson. So it's Boyd, Fialo, Lampros, Echeverria, and Johnson on the floor for Classical with 3:42 left and an 18-point lead. Again, Meskar swallowed up by three white shirts, tipped around. Fialo gets a piece of it. Anderson leaves it for Harrington. Throws it up, no good. Lampros, great defensive rebound by Nick Lampros. Nick really doing a job off the boards for Classical. Calvin to Lampros for three. No good. Joffrey Boyd chases it down. Echeverria couldn't get it out to Johnson. Harrington with it. Calvin Johnson with a big block, but he got the body as well. Calvin tried to time his leap. And Classical wants timeout with 3 minutes straight up to play in the basketball game, leading by 18. So both of these teams have really done proud by the North Shore. Manchester by the Sea and Lynn Classical will be going. Classical will now be going to the semis of the North. Manchester, this being their third game of the tournament, they've won 2 of 3. And they made it a battle here for most of the first half. And then a little mini run at the end of the first half, the 6-1 run by Classical, gave them a 5-point lead at halftime. And then they come out 11-2. Open up a 34-20 lead, and they've been coasting ever since. The 24-3 run really did it. But the real explosion came to start the second half, where they just jumped out 11-2 before. Manchester went almost 4 minutes before they got a basket. And Classical put it away at that juncture. And just built from there. Harrington makes one. And they've done a great job on David Mescott defensively. And they come in with the idea if they take David Mescott out of the game, they get a shot. That they did. Lampros, a great play. Fiala with the pass. Lampros, a good athletic move. Went in the air, caught it, got hit. While he was in the air, laid it in. And he'll go to the free throw line. Nick only had 4, and very uncharacteristic of him in the first half. He missed 3 straight free throws. Having only had 4 in the first half, he's come out here and got 10 in the second half. And he's got looking for a 3-point play here. So the biggest lead of the ball game for Classical, 56-36, a 20-point advantage. And Mesga is still swallowed up by bodies. He fires it up for 3. It's good. Eric Lane gets swallowed up, bounces it off Manchester's leg. And we got more subs for Manchester as New York getting some of the younger kids in to play some tournament time. Matt DeFelice and Mark Wiedemann. And I'm sure before the game is much older, we're going to see David Mescott come out and get a fine hand from the Manchester fans and end his high school career. A great career it's been. Lampros, a great cut. Came off a screen, circled around the top of the key, went down the foul lane wide open and laid it in. Foul's going to be against Joffrey Boyd. 2 minutes straight up to play in the basketball game, 58-39. A non-shooting foul, so now they say it is 1-1. They had 6 on the board, now they make it 7, so Mescott will be at the free throw line, shooting 1-1. He's worked for every point. He's got 17, and he's worked hard for every point. Makes the first. So his average of 40 a game for the 2 tournaments he had, where he got 43 and 37, is going to come down considerably. But you knew that was going to happen, win or lose. But Classical did what they wanted to do. They took David out of the offense while it was still a game. Lampros, nice pass to Eric Lane. He lays it in. So everybody who has been in the ball game for Classical has got on the scoring column as they lead by 19. The shot missed. It bounced around, goes out of bounds. And I think you're going to see David Mescott come out of the basketball game, and he gets a big ovation from the Manchester fans. As well he should. Simon Fialo gets a big hand from the Classical fans. As well he should. He was excellent. Gerald Hartling is in the game. Damian Williams is also in the game for Classical. Calvin with the pass inside the Lampros, lays it in, reach back. That's a great play by Nicky Lampros. He's got 17 in the second half. It's a 21-point advantage. Joffrey Boyd with another big block. Kipped in bounds underneath. The foul is going to be against Gerald Hartling, I believe, as we're going to have Mark Aline come into the basketball game. Replacing Calvin Johnson. So it's Mark Wiedemann at the free throw line. Misses the first with 59 seconds left. More substitutions, Andrew Riding and Kevin Delaney coming in the basketball game. For Classical, Brian Smith is going to come in replacing Nick Lampros. Shot is up and good by Wiedemann. So we get Brian Smith, Gerald Hotling, Damian Williams, Mark Aline, and Joffrey Boyd is still on the floor, and he's about to come out. We're going to foul. The ball is, they're not going to call a basket good. They're going to call it before the shot. And Joffrey Boyd is going to come out of the basketball game, being replaced by Steve Fotopoulos. And Joffrey Boyd had a big game.
Delaney, the line, shooting 1-1.
62-42. Classical comfortably on top, and they move on. They'll play, I believe, Mission sometime next week. Riding makes one. Can't hit the second one. Classical knocks it out of bounds, trying to rebound. 3 white shirts around. A 3-point shot outside from Kevin Gagne. Traveling called with 30 seconds left. Adam Lafredo, also in the game, brings it up. They want to throw it up again, they tell him. This one is missed. He gets his own rebound. Shot is missed, but the foul with 16 seconds left. The Classical fans all rimming the far end of the court, along with the Classical players, some of them actually out on the court. And this is John Wiedemann at the free throw line. Off the rim, no good. But John Wiedemann matches his brother's output. They both missed the first, made the second. And Classical brings it up. Fotopoulos looking to go to the basket, throw it in, but it's not going to count. He got fouled on the drive. And Steve Fotopoulos will get a chance to go in the scorebook, as he'll be at the free throw line with 10 seconds left.
That's just a foul on number 11, Delaney, his first, team 7.
Fotopoulos throws it in. So he's got one, with a chance to make it 2. Can't hit the second one. The ball is loose. Shot is blocked out of bounds with 5 seconds left. They throw it up, no good. Fotopoulos was looking to go back outside three-point land, but he couldn't get the shot off. So a big 16-point win for Lynn Classical, and it was Calvin Johnson, Lampros, Boyd, and Fialo leading the way. It was 18-17 late in the first half. Thursday night here at Wilmington, Classical will take on Mission at 6 o'clock Thursday night. So you Classical fans, you want to get out here and root on the Rams, 6 o'clock Thursday night here at Wilmington High School against a very tough Mission team in what will be the semifinals of the Division III North. But it was 18-17 late in the first half, and with a couple of minutes left, Classical had a mini run 6-1 to take a 23-18 lead, and Manchester really went cold, and it lasted through about 3 minutes of the second half as Classical came out on fire, went on 11-2 run, and really put the game out of sight. Calvin Johnson with 18, getting 10 in the first half. Nick Lampros had a big second half, getting 15 of his 19 in the second half. Joffrey Boyd really showed his great athleticism. He had 11 points, a bunch of rebounds, but 2 blocks that people remember for a long time. Like Bill Russell, he slapped the ball all the way out to half court and kept the ball alive for Calvin Johnson. Simon Fialo had 6 all in the second half and had some big numbers in as far as rebounding is concerned. Eric Lane and Marcos Echeverria did a nice job as well. David Mescar had 19 to lead Manchester, but they had their game plan to shut him down. They were able to do that while the game was on the line, and that was the difference in the game. So Classical came in at 16-5. They moved to 17-5. They will move on to the semis, which will be Thursday night here at Wilmington against Mission. Manchester wraps it up at 15-8, but a great season by Manchester and a great career by David Mescar, and a good job done by Franiok of Swampscott. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman for TV3 Sports, reminding you that once again the final score, 63-47, the Rams over Manchester, and good night from Wilmington High School.